Welcome back everyone to Shantae. I am Markus and today we're gonna start the first dungeon of the game with Dribble Fountain. So let's just enter here. Oh hi Risky! There you are! Hold you rat! Huh? Is that silly girl again? Try if you like, but you'll never keep up with me. Ta-ta! Oh well. She already went inside. We missed her for just a fraction of a second, and here we are. The very first dungeon of Shantae. This is basically where the core of the game really lies. And already, yes, I have to go into this discourse again. This freaking song. My god, this is the word. This is the first time I've ever heard of Jake Kaufman as a musician, and honestly all of these songs that he did for the Shantae series are all freaking bangers. Right now I think he stopped working with the series with Seven Silence onwards, which is a bit of a shame because ouch, it was always very damn good. And this song in particular comes with a remix later on, and it's one of the best dungeon themes even there. So yeah, I love it. I love it so much, and we cannot move up here anymore, so let's just go down and explore. We have our first closed door here, so now we're gonna just have to explore and see what we can find. This is not that dissimilar from dungeons in like Zelda 2 or Simon's Quest. We have these big holes that we have to run around and try to find our way through. And oh my god, this is the best thing. I have already said that this game looks gorgeous for the time, but the best part is how smoothly it's able to translate all the lightning on the sprite for Shantae, just depending on where she stands, it gets darker, it gets under that green light, it glows. Yeah, look, it's incredible. Even it even has a transition period with all the frames. Like, damn it, first death. I cannot even begin to imagine how hard this must have been on the poor animators to have to do all these little frames of changing colors. I don't even know how the fuck they were able to pull this off. Like, this is a Game Boy Color game, keep in mind. It's not a Game Boy Advance game. So really, they didn't really have that much to work with, and yet... Oh my god. So we have fish, we have octopus, and we have snail. Let's go down here. This is basically the main gimmick of this place. Aligning all of these panels in order to open up the way. And we get our first key! So yeah, this is basically the main thing that we're gonna do running around in this place. Hunting down keys to open up passageways in order to continue on the exploration. And these enemies are some of the most annoying because, as you can see, you have to hit them straight in the eye, but sometimes they can decide to just defend themselves from our attacks, and they can also jump. They take a lot of hits before they decide to just call it quits and die for our sake. The worst part is that we can't actually ignore all of them, because if we do, we are kinda screwed. We found a warp squid. I bet it misses it is mommy. Yeah, there's a typo there. They used the wrong it's for the phrase over there. The warp squids are gonna be extremely important, especially for minimizing on backtracking. This game has a lot of back and forth that we are gonna have to do. And inside all of the dungeons there are 5 warp squids in total. We can only get 4 of those though, because we are gonna need a special special items that will require us to basically backtrack into this place later on in order to get the final one, and fuck it, I died again. Oh please, don't let me do a game over in this place. Yeah, this is really the most annoying part of the game. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, I know what they were thinking. It was the sign of the time. Even though Metroid was already out and didn't really have lives, for this type of game they decided they were kind of required. Oh my god. Can you stay still, you knob? Go. Here we go. Thank you, an extra life was kind of needed. There we go. The issue is using the items is that it's not like just you press the up button and then attack like you're using a sub weapon in Castlevania. You have to press them both at the same time, which can be unwieldy in some cases. Oh, come on, let's go. The verticality is always gonna be the biggest obstacle in this game because of the limited view of the screen, but yeah. I like this place, honestly. The water dungeon, I think, is the perfect introduction for how long and complex everything is gonna go later. It's not just exploration, it's also a kind of a bit... It has a bit of puzzle solving too, in some aspects. So yeah, this kind of exploration that also really brings back a lot of what I enjoyed in Zelda 2 Adventure of Link. That game kind of gets a bad rap, and I get why. It's not exactly... It's also really different from the rest of the Zelda games. But I honestly feel that it had a lot of... it was really fun to play through. Although, yeah, the fact that when you die you got sent back far to the beginning of the game, that was kind of a stupid thing. Yeah, games making things harder for you for very arbitrary reason was really the tradition back in the day. Now we got the key, we can go down this route if I recall correctly. I did a bit of practice because I didn't really play this game all that much. I really played it like a couple of times. As much as I enjoyed it, I think there are other games in the series that are much better and much more enjoyable because of the fact that they are new. This game unfortunately cannot really escape the fact that it's rather old at this point. Second warp squid god, we have only 2 of them left before we got to the end of this place. And in this place we're gonna be introduced to the main mechanic that really sets Shantae apart from other games. Many can see this game on a glance, see the character designs and think it's just cheesecake for the sake of cheesecake. It's not. I mean, the creators don't really try to hide it. It's really in your face. Not so much in here because of, well, it's a Game Boy Color game. There is in the designs, but not so much in the character itself. But when you go in the more, oh damn it, on the newer games in the series, it's gonna be rather apparent even in the foreground objects. There are some pillars that have a very, let's just say, specific shape. I hate these electrified platforms, by the way. When combined with these worms that can go in and out of the wall, it can be rather annoying to deal with. This is one of the instances where we are gonna have to face one of these guys in order to proceed further into the dungeon. Come on, stop pairing with your stuff in the front. Come on. Sometimes words elude me. This is still my second language, after all. I wonder what's up here. Maybe we can find that out on a later date. Then we get the key. Let's continue moving forward inside this place. first gate is been opened. We got the combination here, snail and 2 fishes. And here there's another key that we need to move along. This is kind of annoying because we have to push this this disc downward in order to open the way. Let's get the warp squid. There was a vase that we could use this as a makeshift platform in order to reach it. Yeah, money. More money I get now, less money I have to grind later for all the upgrades to Shantae's moveset, which are not exactly mandatory. You can do the entire game with just the head whip, the head banging with her hair. Her neck must be very sore by the end of this adventure. I don't know if you ever tried to do head banging for long periods of time. It can be do quite the toll of your on your neck. But yeah, sometimes it's something that you need to do, especially when you love metal as much as I do. Come on, there we go. Thanks for the money. And now we have everything in their place. Yeah, I was hoping. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is the hardest part, just hitting the... Oh my god. There we... Oh my... Oh, I got this wrong. Oh, it was snail and 2 fish. No! This is very annoying because the jump height is determined by how long you press the jump button, and ugh. And these her ponytail can be active for a very long time. Yeah, I just take the hit at this point. I wonder if I still have a couple of vials. Probably this is the last one that I can have, but I don't mind. We can usually keep... I'll keep that in for emergency sake, especially since in these vases we can very easily find some hearts. And now we found a very special room here. Hello, my lady. Thank you for freeing me. Once I was the guardian of this labyrinth, but a terrible creature imprisoned me here. For your kindness, I will teach you a magical dance you can use to foil evil. Watch closely. Yes, she's gonna be dancing for us, and we unlock the first dance of the game. And to do dances, we can basically press the select button. We can hear a beat and we can see the rhythm going on down there. Let's press the button once the note lights up. And this is the first transformation of the game. This is the main gimmick of the Shantae series. You turn into animals, and each different animal has a new ability. The monkey, for example, has the best ground speed. You can really use the monkey if you really just want to get a move on. It's much faster than Shantae, and she can also climb up on walls. Press the select button again in order to transform back into Shantae. And here we go. This is a very fun aspect. It's space breaking because we can, especially at this point, don't really have a fast option for transformations. But really, when we get this gimmick later on in the series, which we get a lot quicker, I feel this is a very nice way to give Shantae a bit of her identity. And give her a lot of new power-ups. They can make a really fun in the exploration sections. There we go. And yeah, this was basically the main appeal for me. Once I learned that this was a Metroidvania, I basically went and say, oh, hello, let's try this. This also reminds me a lot of if you ever played the Wonder Boy series, because there's a Wonder Boy game which I did try to record for the channel an Ice Age back, which is Wonder Boy 3 the Dragon's Trap. In that game you basically start as a human, and then by slowly moving on with the game you keep being turned into different animals, and one of them is basically and every animal has its own little quirk. Wow! What is this place? The legendary Dribble stone, mine for the taking! Why pour water into that steam engine when this thing will power it up forever? What? Yee! Well, unfortunately, Risky, you don't just walk into a dungeon and walk away with the treasure. You have to face its guardian first. Which, in true Zelda fashion, it's a big guy with a giant fuck me eye, and you can easily just jump and hit him square in the face with it. You just have to wait for him to stop, and once he stops, you have to basically quickly hit him before he turns invisible. My timing was a bit off there. Ooh. That was a very hard-hitting attack. It was honestly also the first time I ever saw it. I usually never get hit by this guy. There we go. So yeah, let's just wait for him to go back and forth, and damn it, I lost my occasion to hit him. Please don't go underwater, thank you. Damn it! Another hit for me! But at least I can fucking heal myself at this point. Come on. Let's just wait. There should be like another couple of hits, and then everything will be golden for us. Come on. Can you please stop rolling? Are you a Limp Bizkit fan? Ugh. Please stop. Oh my god. Wow, this fight has never gone this long for me. Damn it. Please stop moving, you oversized hot air balloon. There we go. Yeah, this fight is honestly, unless you don't mistime your shot with its eye, this is a very easy fight, which makes sense. It's the first boss after all. It's just taking me forever because for some reason it decides to be very aggressive. I wonder if with the... probably with the monkey you can climb those walls, because there are the statues there for a reason, damn it! No! There we go. Finally. And the first boss of the game is done, and with that the first dungeon. Now this item is the Dribble stone, which will give us infinite water. Why is this place locked, this thing locked in the dungeon? It gives you infinite water. The usage of this thing are incredible. Bola, are you alright? She touched me. I'll never wash this head again. Are you nuts? She knocked you on your rear. Get up, get up. Tell me everything you know about this Dribble stone. Hey, cool, you found the legendary relic. There are supposed to be 4 kinds of these stones. Each one represents a different element. The one you found produces an endless supply of water. There's also an unbreakable golem stone, a fiery silver stone, and a very chilly twinkle stone. Any idea where the others are? Not really, but the golem stone was lost in the desert near Oasis Town, according to my granny. Ah, granny. She has eyes like shining emeralds. You worthless mophead! Can't you see that Risky's trying to upgrade the steam engine with these magical stones? I make the thing more dangerous than ever. I get to get Oasis Town before Risky does. So yeah, that was your next destination, but there's still one thing that we need to find inside this dungeon. So let's get back here very quickly. So here we are back inside the dungeon because I forgot about one of the warp squids. And it's right over here inside this very hidden corridor. And we get the 4th warp squid of the dungeon. So now we have 4 of them. We can actually take this guy out with us. And we can go back to Scuttle Town because there's one thing that we need to get along the way. And because I want to show off right there what the warp squids are good for. So I'll see you right there. So before we go back to Scuttle Town though, we have to do this very quick pit stop over here, because once we get the monkey, we can jump high enough to get over this place and get a new heart holder. And now we have a total of 5 hearts, and we can also die because I am a careless idiot and I got screwed over badly on the way over here. This is probably my only big issue with Shantae. I'm way too freaking careless, and I constantly run into enemies and take a lot of cheap damage because I keep running. Oh, right over here we already took that firefly, which... Oh, no, we didn't, probably. I don't remember. We should check the footage back one more time. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not trying to do this, but sometimes I'm not actively trying to run into enemies, I swear. It's just I don't react in time because of the screen size being so small. I barely can react in time to everything that comes up. I swear I'll get better, but now we are back at Scuttle Town, and let's go to the warp squid hut. Let's start with the mama squid here. You found my baby. That is my baby, right? It's hard to tell. Yes, these are your babies. Yep. This is the thing that I enjoy about the system in this game. You can go all over the place. You don't really need to be fixated on one particular squid. You can go everywhere you want. Just give everyone back to whichever town you think would need the most. And I go to Scuttle Town first because of the fact that I can grind money here. So now let's conclude our day with a jump at the bathhouse to get back our lives. And once we are done, we can continue our exploration and make our own way towards the new town in this game, Oasis Town, and go to the 2nd dungeon of the game. I am Markus, and I'll see you with the next video. Take care of yourself, everyone, and have a very nice day.